This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by King Ryan Garcia here in Miami. Ryan, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. How are you doing? That's what I really want to know. How's everybody else doing? How's the viewers doing? And yeah, I'm ready to come and support my brother.
Everybody seems to be in good spirits, and as you mentioned, you're here to support your brother Saul Canelo Alvarez. Faces Avni Yildirim on Saturday night, but just firstly, just reflect on the camp for Canelo. I know you won't have been involved as much recently because you fought back in January, but from what you know, how's everything gone for him?
I mean, he's done what he always does. You know, to be at the top, you know what to do. So I've seen him go in the gym, do that hard work like he usually does, and he's ready to knock this guy out cold.
It's a fight where Saul's very heavily favoured and is expected to be very comfortable for him. Do you think there's any dangers that Avni Yildirim will bring into the fight, though?
Just for his health, honestly, I really feel for Avni. Like, I don't want him to get hurt. I just want to be a good one, put him to sleep, and that's it.
Now, I know you'd have been in camp with Canelo before his Callum Smith fight. I just want to reflect on that one as well. A brilliant performance from Saul. One thing in particular that people picked up on was the fact that he always targeted Callum's left arm. You saw him working on that in camp. Talk to me about that method.
I mean, that's what he likes to do. He tells me all the time to hit the arms. I'm like, but I'm trying to tear their head off. You know, I'm trying to, even if they block my punch, I try to go through it. You know what I mean? But Canelo, that's what he likes to do. When you put that high guard, he likes to kill the arms. You know what I mean? Because he says later on they can't move it. You know what I mean? So it's just a strategy he got in his head. Everybody got their own things. You know what I mean? The little tricks, and Canelo obviously exploited that whole method to everybody in the whole world. He showed them his arm was a balloon, but respect to Callum Smith staying in there, fighting his ass off, trying to do something, right? But I mean, to be honest, I was a little disappointed in his performance. I thought he was going to put on a little better, oomph, but it is what it is.
With Canelo up next, provided Saturday goes to plan, Billy Joe Saunders seems to be the next one in May. Just your thoughts on that? A lot of people think that he may be the toughest fight for Canelo at 168 simply because of the style.
I like that fight. I think Billy Joe Saunders is dangerous for anybody with that mentality he has. He's obviously very confident, but obviously you know who I think is going to win. And I think that may be Canelo's toughest fight other than Errol Spence, because I heard they were talking about it or something like that.
Talk to me about that. Do you think a fight between Errol Spence and Canelo could happen?
If it does, that would be fireworks. You know what I mean? I think Errol Spence is a heck of a fighter. I really do like how he fights. But obviously, those are his two best fights options. You know what I mean? Or Triple G3. But other than that, I mean, I don't give anybody a chance.
Right, Ryan, coming on to yourself. We haven't spoken to you since your victory over Luke Campbell. Just going back to that, a brilliant performance. I know you've reflected on it with other people, but just for me, how would you look back on your win now?
It's a great fight, honestly. I think I look at it more of an overall picture. It gave the fans so much excitement. It was a message in that fight, you know what I mean? You get back up, keep fighting in life. Coming from 2020, I brought that to 2021. Keep moving forward. Yeah, you get dropped or people talk that talk on you, say you ain't never going to amount to nothing, you ain't no real fighter, Instagram fighter, shoot. They probably call you guys, the viewers, people probably tell you every day something. You know what I mean? You get right back up, you keep moving forward, believe in yourself.
How much of a valuable lesson was it to get back up off the canvas so early on in your career, in your first real step up?
I think that it was meant to be. I mean, shoot, some of the greats have gotten dropped, early in their career. Some earlier than others. Like, this was pretty far in, not far in my career, but, it was getting close to, where I kind of break out. And I think it was my breakout fight, and then this happens, you know what I mean? Something similar happened to Muhammad Ali, formerly known as Cassius Clay. At that moment, he fought a guy actually from the UK, and then Muhammad Ali came in with a crown and gets dropped by, who was it? Henry? No, it was somebody with a big left hook. Similar, it's very similar. And then obviously Oscar got dropped early in his career. There's a lot of situations like that. But, I showed that I got it in me. What do you guys wanted to see? What happens when I get hit? There you go, you got it.
Now, there's a lot of talk about what's next for you, a lot of excitement because of the division you are in. There was firstly talk about Manny Pacquiao. Can you kind of update us on where everything kind of landed with that?
Yeah, it got as close as it could get, honestly. My people were telling me that, I seen contracts in front of me. I seen it. So the numbers were there. It's just everything fell through because of certain things on Manny's end that, I don't really talk about. I don't care to talk about. All I know is he's a legend. Respect to him. Whatever he does, it's on him. I hope that the best for him no matter what he does. And if we ever get it on, let's go.
Would that be the dream fight for you, to face somebody of a legendary status that Manny Pacquiao holds in the sport?
Oh, 1,000%. Why do you think I said yeah? I was like, let's go. Like, I dropped even talking about Gervonta, and I didn't care what anybody thought. Oh, you ducked him. Man, I don't care to. Why would ducking is when you fight somebody that's not as good. If I duck somebody, I went to fight somebody that's better. So, I mean, you can't really call that a duck.
Now, there's two things with the Pacquiao fight I just wanted to get your thoughts on, or for you to clarify rather. Firstly, what weight would it have been at?
Probably 144. Yeah, 44 catch weight.
And then secondly, there was talk about it potentially of being an exhibition bout. Can you just clear that up again, if it was to happen?
Originally, this wasn't even my fight, so they were going to do an exhibition with somebody else. But when I came into the picture, I said, no way I'm doing the exhibition, all fight. You know what I mean? I'm going to be throwing to knock you out. So, I mean, obviously, let's just call it a real fight.
Now, talk to me about Tank. I know that's another fight you would love to have next. Have you had any kind of negotiations about that?
I mean, you're going to see what happens. I mean, I can't really speak on anything too much, but just know in the coming probably month or two, you'll see who I'm going to be fighting.
How do you think a fight between yourself and Gervonta would play out?
Man, I'll knock him out in 2 rounds. Sleep on the floor. He's out. And then he'll still, go on and have an okay career, but he's out cold. Sleep.
We all saw your interactions with Mike Tyson in hot boxing. Talk to me about meeting somebody like Mike. For me, he's my favourite ever fighter. So for you to be able to sit there and talk to him so in depth, get advice of him, what was he like?
He was definitely what you see. That's the thing I like about Mike Tyson. What he shows on the internet is what he is. You know what I mean? So he shows his true self. That's what I try to do too. I try to show my true self. But Tyson was just the man. He had a lot of knowledge because he's been through a lot in his life. He's seen a lot, been through a lot, and now he's sharing it with everybody. That's the best thing about it. He's going to share the knowledge.
Obviously, another fight which you was kind of lined up for is Devin Haney. Where did everything kind of land with that? Do you think that could be your next one?
Devin Haney, I'm not interested in it, I'm going to be honest, because he don't excite me. He don't have you can't name one person he fought that's exciting and that raised the challenge. And he doesn't even do things exciting when he's supposed to beat somebody. That's the part that really irritates me. Like, you're supposed to knock these dudes or do something that makes people say, damn, Devin Haney's a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean? I don't see that. I'm sorry, no disrespect. I think he's a great fighter still, boxer. But don't excite me. I want Gervonta Davis. Let's go.
We also got Teofimo Lopez. His purse bid was won by Triller yesterday for $6 million. Just your thoughts on that?
Happy for him. Happy that he's getting what he wants. I mean, he bet it on himself. He got it. You see Triller won that bid. And now he's going to make some good money versus Kambosos. Hopefully they don't treat him bad when he comes back to top rank. I think they should always just respect the fighter trying to get the most for their life, for their family. I mean, Bob Arum shouldn't be salty. He should be like, damn, all right, cool. I'm happy for this thing to happen for Teofimo. I feel like Bob shouldn't be mad. Bob should be like, you know what? You went and got your money, kid. But we don't got it.
That lightweight division's stacked, Ryan. Do you believe you guys can all be the stars of the sport for years to come and provide us with that entertainment and the sporting content everybody's kind of craving for, especially at the minute?
100%. We got it in our hands, and I think most of us want it. I think all of us really want it. I just think the promoters, I think some of them are trying to run the careers like how they did it. Like, you guys aren't us. We're a different breed. We want it now. And we keep fighting and fighting and fighting. We want it now. Let's go. That's what I do. I mean, I can't really say more than I'm saying now. Yeah. I just say yes. How I made the Campbell fight, I just said yes to everything. So. Now,
Ryan, just while I've got you, just a few more questions. Firstly, working with Canelo, what's he like? What does he kind of teach you and guide you throughout your camps and throughout your career so far?
Just a mentor, big brother. You gotta see what he does. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a visual learner. I'm not a. I mean, you could tell me, and I could like kind of get it, but I need to see like, oh, that's the footing, or that's the move. Like, I get an overall feel for it. That's how I box. I feel. I don't box. Everybody's like, oh, how do you box? I just feel it. That's it.
And Oscar Valdez with a stunning knockout victory this past weekend. Talk to me about that and how happy were you for Oscar?
Man, you know the deal. You know the deal. He's part of the team. We were going crazy. I mean, we love when our teammates just put on crazy. Like, they love when I won. They came in and was like, yo, that was fucking sick. Like, they were going crazy. And I was going crazy. Like, yo, that was nuts. Like, we're just on a roll. Like, I don't know. We don't even think about it. We just keep going, keep going, keep going. We just want to beat everybody. We're here to destroy everybody until there's no more people that are left. We are the best team in boxing. That's what we want to leave. Eddie Reynoso's stable. Might as well call us the dream team. Oh.
And the final one, Andi Ruiz Jr. We've seen some photos. He's looking pretty, not necessarily shredded, but he's shredding the weight. How's he been looking in camp since he joined up with you guys?
More motivated. I see a big smile on his face. Like I said, we all mix together pretty well. We all have different personalities. Obviously, I come in, have that high energy, that good music. You know what I mean? Canelo, the OG, Valdez, Energizer Bunny. That man could work out like nobody I've ever seen. And you got Andi Ruiz, big teddy bear. You know what I mean? So we're all doing good.
I've just seen Eddie walk past. I was going to try and pull him in, but I can't now because he's couldn't. Eddie, Ryan's here.
I'll tell you one thing about Ryan Garcia.
I feel like Eddie's kind of scared of me. Like he knows I'm with Eddie Reynoso team, so he's scared.
I'm not scared of you, but you're very good.
You know,
one thing I'll say, right?
Yes.
Okay. I do think he should fight Devin Haney, but all that aside, before the Luke Campbell fight,
you thought I was gonna lose.
Yeah, I did think you were gonna lose. Yeah, but my daughter, big on TikTok, right? So there's this guy called Noah Beck, and he's like the heartthrob of, he's a heartthrob, but this guy's like on another level of heartthrob.
Yeah.
So my wife said to me, can you get a message from Noah Beck for my daughter for her birthday? And I was like, so I went on Noah Beck and I looked at who he followed, that I followed, and the only one was Ryan Garcia, right? So I messaged him, we've not really met before, and I said, can you do me a favour for my daughter? And he came through, right? Impressive. I was a hero for a day, so.
Eddie, Ryan has just said to me he's not really interested in the Haney fight.
Yeah, I don't, listen,
He doesn't excite me, like, let's be honest.
Yeah, but it's a massive fight.
But be honest right now. Has he fought anybody you say, damn, that's a good fight?
I agree, and I had the argument with Bill the other day, but let me tell you something, Devin wants to fight. Devin wants to fight everybody,
that's great.
right?
I want to fight everybody, but he didn't. That's the fact. He never did.
Yeah, and we do need a big fight, right? You haven't really had a big fight. You boxed Luke Campbell, it was a great win, right?
Thank you.
But I just feel that you and Devin is a super fight. It sells out the Staples Centre. You make a fortune. But, as I've said in every interview, if you get Tank or you get Pacquiao,
there it is.
I can't argue. If you don't, I think you should consider Devin Haney, personally, because I think it's a massive fight for massive money. And if you believe you can win...
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but then you should take the fight. If you don't get those other fights. But I respect you for chasing...
But if I do get it...
Oh, I respect you. And I say 100% that was the right move for you. But if you don't, I would like you to consider Devin Haney.
Okay, I will.
But I think you're doing great. I think you're doing great.
100%. Y'all seen it right here.
Yeah.
There it is.
Ryan, I'm leaving final word to yourself. Cheers, Eddie. Ryan, final word just for everybody. What would you like to say to your UK fans?
What's up, everybody? Y'all know the deal. Let's go. Bop, bop. Left hook, or might be the right.